My name is Wayne Walters. I'm the former head coach at Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology, and I'm the inventor of the swarm defense. This is the first in a series of DVDs explaining the techniques and the rotations of the swarm defense. I've been coaching for basketball for 30 years, from junior high to junior college, and both genders. So it's a defense that I believe can be played at all levels. It's being experimented with at the college level. It's being played by women's teams and men's teams. And I want to give you a little bit of an introduction into why I think it is better than help and recover, in my opinion, and why I invented it. In 30 years of coaching, I ran matchup defenses, I ran switching man-to-man, and about my third or fourth year at the college level, I got an epiphany, if you will, and I realized that the problem with all the defenses that we were playing was that they required at least 2 or 3 defenders that didn't need help, and that we magnified our lack of athletic ability if we were the underdog because we forced players to both help and then recover. And every time that we asked them to slide when it wasn't on the ball, it magnified their lack of athletic ability. All right, let me demonstrate. If the ball's at the point in traditional help and recover, we expect this player to pressure the ball and keep them out of the lane. And traditionally, we expect them to stay in the middle, box stance, and keep the player out of the lane. Well, that works if you're more athletic, all right, but it doesn't work if you're less athletic. Likewise, the wing players were expected on any drive to help and then come back, help and then come back, all right? If sliding was the quickest way to get from one point to another, all right, then Olympic sprinters would slide. So this is a sprint defense, not a slide defense, with the exception of on the ball. And what I observed in probably the first 20 years of my coaching was when this player consistently beat their player to the basket, the kids naturally had a tendency to back off. And with the invention or the creation of the three-point shot, that gave up open threes from the top. In addition, if the player forced their man sideways and this player didn't step in and help, then this player stopped pressuring. And the last thing is, if this player stepped to help and the ball was kicked out here and they gave up a three-point shot, the confidence and the communication and the things started to break down. So in other words, I wanted to give each player at each spot one thing to do. I wanted to give this player a chance to pressure and force sideways, and I wanted to give this person the chance to play in the passing lane and then step into the elbow and stop penetration. And so I think one of the things that in my opinion makes the swarm better is you ask players to do one thing at a time, and you ask them to do it full speed, and you ask them to do it in a sprint rather than a slide. All right, now, one of the things that changes is your technique on the ball. In other words, your technique on the ball, for years we taught the kids to make little slides. In the swarm, you've got to make big slides because you want to make the player go sideways. The player on the wing technique is open, stance denial, because we want them in the quickest position to help. For those of you that are softball coaches or softball players also, it's just like a left-handed softball player being able to bunt the ball and be closer to first base. If your defense is based on rotation, not help and recover, you want to put that player with their toe pointed to the ball so that they're automatically in a pivot and sprint. So help now no longer becomes, wait till they come to me. It becomes an action, not a reaction, which is one of the reasons I believe that the swarm is better. Good, go. Good. Good. Out on top. Cover him. I got ball. Good. Give it to him. Come out. Throw it out on top. Throw it out on top. No wing dribble. Make him work down there. Block the block. Stay with it. You can get them to pick it up by what we call fake and float. Fake like you're coming to double and come back. Doubling now from the high post, sprinting the weak side wing in, and then releasing the point guard.